Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Saltspite campaign where, well, things are going reasonably, though I do need to get my main lord back, because I did, unfortunately, lose her. How long until I can re-recruit her? 1 turn. Now's where we get to find out the fun thing of if I'm going to have to completely rebuild her fleet from scratch, which could be a little bit annoying if I do. And as we have discovered, we've discovered the dangers of going to, being at sea, as one of the big pirate factions just went toward me and battered me. That said, we are getting there. We've got a good income at the moment, so we're just going to start raiding around where we are a little bit more. Not necessarily going so far afield. Sorry if I do sound a bit more husky than usual, guys. I've had a horrible, horrible cough recently, so I know I've been going on about having this. This is the second one for ages, guys. Basically, my son's just gone to nursery and he's infecting us all with things from the nursery, so yeah. Which is also why I've been a bit all over the place with my recording recently. Right. Master. I'm assuming I've probably lost her. Oh no, you keep. Oh, that's okay. That's awesome. So you actually keep her current build. Oh. I'm not spending any money this turn because I want to be able to get that. I will still have 10k next turn.
Blow it sky high. My skills increase. Underway soon.
We've already got the cheapest one of them. Let's give you a rotting Promethean. Ooh, actually. Oh, excludes established pirate code. I was like, that seems a little... Anyway, next turn we'll get that thing so that we can start building Necrotheks. Because then, when we can build them guys, I don't need artillery in my things. Because they are artillery. I mean, they are, I don't think they're quite as good as normal artillery, but they are absolutely spectacular. So we're going to get Aranessa to the point now where she can actually start building all the big units as well, guys. I'm still not quite sure on what the best setup is, because I know a lot of people do recommend just having a chaff line mixed with all your units. And as we saw, my big units, certainly my guard, depth guard, that's the word I was after, aren't particularly good on their lonesome, so, you know.
Pistols ready. Journeying.
He knows my fate.
Nope, let's not do you to start with. Let's do
Aranessa
you.
Saltspite.
Oh, yes. Actually, I say that. That is better than that. And then we're going to get this one next turn. So we'll be able to get all the big monstrous units in there. And Aranessa is going to get a very monstrous army. Backed up by Pirates of Sartosa. Well, we'll work it out. You know, because the monstrous units, a lot. It's tricky. What I'll probably do is have a monstrous line and a depth guard line. The depth guard will be the support for the monstrous units. That said, we'll see how that works. I know a lot of people do just keep a line of undead. That said, your gunners are also quite good at just soaking up a bit of a beating, so. But at the moment, this is definitely a little bit of just taking our time to get ourselves back in order. And we're going to start sailing over to Altdorf, well, to the Empire, and looking at their territories soon, and get Altdorf potentially. Though we do make a lot of money from our pirate coves. That's the thing is, I actually reckon you probably make more money from pirate coves. Oh, I've not got the middle building. Oops. I want a lot of this stuff, and that is going to be the problem.
Buckler. Let's ride the waves. Sail
No, I
away.
want to see the places on the
Course
way.
plotted.
No prey, no pay.
Where are you gonna go?
Get on!
You can start heading up here to have some fun. Because I really should be having some fun up here. And I can look at some of these islands as well.
Fear the pirate queen.
Ooh, we can get ourselves a Queen Bess. Don't have enough of those to do that. Let's do that. I would like to recruit one because it is epic. So we're going to have that in Queen Bess in Aranessa's army. Queen Bess does become available for recruitment. Where?
Blood and plunder.
Aranessa Saltspite.
Oh, there. And it's free. Well, it's 420 a turn, but Queen Bess is... I will show you guys. I've got an achievement for bringing out the big guns. A good hit from her can wipe out a unit in one hit. And I'm not talking light units. She is truly spectacular. But you do have to be a little careful, because obviously you don't want to hit your own units. So we're going to get 2 Necrofexes in there with Aranessa, at least. A nice line of monstrous units. Oh, we're going to get my gun units are going to be rotting Promethean gunners and a couple of deck gunners. Because it gives them a bit more toughness, and I can actually then definitely use them as front line as well. And obviously we'll have some depth guard in there. It's just going to be a nice mix of top-end units, guys. And we're going to start getting Aranessa so she properly buffs them all up. So what's the other one we need to go down? Can I not get the rotting Promethean guns? Yeah, these 2. But I think I can recruit the other units I want from here directly, so...
Sea father.
Not quite yet. The next turn we'll get that one.
Voyaging.
These are my domain. blind. Move, you spineless bags.
Why is he not happy? Push up my public order a little bit there. I don't want to be overspending. As I said, I really can't be overspending massively here. I want to get walls in everywhere. To be fair, I want to get walls in everywhere because it would be remiss of me not to. And these guys are very fun defending on walls because you just have a gun line sitting on the wall ripping everything apart as it approaches. And they're undead, so they've got very good holding power, so as the guys come up very tired onto the wall, it just benefits you. It is an odd playthrough, this one, because I'm not really sure what my end goal is, other than just have a bit of fun. Because, as the pirates, you never really want to be the biggest nation, because if you are, it's gonna... I mean, yes, I would like to take Ulthuan as my sort of base, pirate base. I think that's probably going to be my end goal. But even that's a little bit of a tricky one because, to be fair, I'd prefer to have the inside and let somebody else control the outside.
Admiral of the fleet.
Let's go look at this shipwreck. Explore the island. Oh look, there's a battle. Let's auto that. I'll take 5k.
Navigating.
I know there's nothing there.
The sea knows my fate.
So, you know, let's get the hunger. Hunger is always nice because it just increases your healing.
Deck.
Oh, she can't
Waves,
get that, can she? Derp, derp, derp,
Astride
derp.
the waves.
Master.
Find treasure.
Oh yeah, we need to start pushing our population surplus up. Let's get this first. These are still good. And this is what's giving me the abilities, and it gives me more uses of them as I level it up. Can I recruit deck gunners from here already? I think I can.
Sartosa's most infamous.
They're just gunnery mobs, aren't they? Yeah. But still... You know, what's their range? 90. What's a normal gunnery mob range? So they're not got as much range, but still, they're sitting on top of things, which it makes them that much more useful. So we're definitely going to want to go for that. I do want to start building up here, but at the same time I don't want to start burning off all my income instantly. Not sure why it sent me there.
Sea dog. Blood kiss of the seas.
Ready the swordfish. I
can only have one of those. To be that I'll probably get a Laura of the Deep's Vampire into her army as well, because that'll be a very useful thing to have with those spells, because they are cool. Though having it heal, see, this is where Laura, you're also wanting the heals, so it's a tricky one. Because big AoE heals is always useful for undead units, because you resurrect as well. So that's Law of Death, I think. But I want Law of Deep simply because it looks cool. Is that a really bad reason to want something, guys?
A storm comes, and you are in the eye.
Oh, how dare he! Well, we've just got a new place to target. Is that chaos? So we're going to bring this guy around now, and he's going to head down and start playing with Khemri. Though I might hit Brion first. I need to be a bit careful actually, because the second I get to the top, I'm going to get another.
There are plenty about done. No. Undead raiders. March, you dead curs! I'm here.
The tide! Plunder!
Right. Too much recruitment options here.
A done deal.
That'll do as a start. They're not cheap, guys. That is the problem.
Sail away.
See, Pirate Cove income is half my income, guys. But no, that's going to be good. Those Necrofex Colossuses are going to be awesome. It's why I do quite like Noctilus. Like, I think Noctilus is my favourite Pirate Lord. The fact that he's powerful anyway, but the fact that he starts with Necrofex and he gets one as a mount later on makes him just immensely powerful, guys. Which is very good. Unsurprisingly, I like things which are very good. No, and Necrofex Colossus are, I mean, if you've not seen my multiplayer my co-op playthrough, go have a look, guys. It's a bit stalled at the moment because Zardar is a bit burnt out on campaigns, but we'll be jumping back into that relatively soon, hopefully. I mean, obviously it's the holiday period as well, so we're a bit all over the place, but yeah, that is something which, well, you'll see the Necrofex if you watch that. It is awesome, and you'll see them soon here, so, because we're definitely going to get them in both armies.
Your orders. Course plotted.
Where to? Darkness comes. Can't be done. That is not warranted. Swiftly now.
Crew, to me!
Because straight up, who needs cannons when you've got Necrofex Colossuses? To be there, upping them is good, and long run I'm probably going to want one of those everywhere, but we need to up everything else first. Where are... I'm going to bin that one. I'll keep that one. I'm going to bin that one. I'm going to bin both of those, so I'm not planning on going over there anytime soon. They were all measly hordes from the looks of it anyway.
No pay.
Always worth having a check just to see if there's anything good in the recruitment pool. Like I said, I'm taking my time here. This was very much a rebuilding session, guys. So I am sorry if it's not been the most as interesting as some of our other playthroughs. But
on this voyage?
no, I do not want a non-aggression pact with you, especially as at some point I'm still planning on sailing over en masse to take Galleon's graveyard, guys. That is very definitely one of my goals. We are going to go and get ourselves some pirate empire down in the sands soon as well. Potentially capture some territory there, actually. Though I'm also at war with the greenskins, aren't I? So I want to be a bit careful down there. But we can raid, we can plunder. I almost wish this faction was a straight horde faction, but having the mix of mechanics is interesting. I can definitely see, if it's not already being modded for rogue armies, I can definitely see it being modded for rogue armies at some point. That's quite good. Right. I'm just trying to work it out, what I want here. So, I'm going to have 5 ranged units, which are going to include rotting Prometheans. 4 of those will do. Vampires is the one which gives you the heals, though I want deeps. Causes terror, I'll take that.
On deck. Need fresh
Deeps is cool, basically. That's why we're going for deeps. We are going to want some anti-large in here, but for the moment, depth guard, you know, we can work that out. I'll probably get a couple of depth guard for spears as well, which will put me up to 14, 50, 14, and then beyond 15. And we'll have 5 left, which will be my ranged. So that's a fairly decent front line. I don't necessarily need as much ranged with these guys, but these guys are more single target, so yeah.
dead. Voyaging.
You can keep heading this way. Let's sail in just because I want to see what's going on here. To be fair, I probably should have come and looked at this. Oh wow, they don't even hold there.
Of the fleet. All above board. Prepare my coffin. The galleon awaits. I thirst.
I'm going to mix my line a little bit more. We're going to get some of these in as well. Because they're still very good. They do reasonable damage. They're armor piercing, but they're charmed is good. And then we'll get two with spears as well. For our anti-large. Okay, so what do we want from here? Extra melee defense for all of my guys is always good. Though actually, no. Just trying to look through all these, work out what's best. Yeah, let's just buff up my guys. My monstrous units now, we're starting to use them. I'm tempted by that as well. That is also good. But yeah, I'm going to reduce the upkeep. Because we are probably always going to have some units which are just trash units to throw around, guys. Well, not, yeah, you know what I mean. Potentially long run, I'll probably have some trash armies about with me as well. Just to back me up to an extent. Are pirate captains a mixed unit, or are they just melee? I can't remember. I think they carry a pistol as well, so she counts as ranged. I'm going to count her as ranged if she carries a pistol. So she'll be one of my 6 ranged units. That said, I've got the artillery here, so I don't need as big a gun line anymore. I do kind of feel I'm being a bit remiss here by taking quite such a little gun line, but we'll see how it does. This is an experiment with the endgame units to an extent, so...
Captain, on deck.
Yeah, they are just melee, actually.
Time to press down.
Oh, have I taken her off her steed? Oh, what? Oh yeah, of course we've lost all of these. We lost our unit. Oops. Right, recruitment. We are now looking at local recruitment. Too many different recruitments, guys. Right, 3 of those, 2 deck gunners. I thought I could recruit deck gunners somewhere. That is quite cool. Which one first is the real question. Go down this one first, then the next one. I'm not so bothered about the flying units.
Aranessa Saltspite. Salt water.
We can always get the depth guard in later if needs be, guys. Alright, we're going to start looking into the Empire to find more places to build pirate coves. Now, I know I don't have a Mongol Haunter in here, but we've got these 2 guys who can be used for the same thing. We'll have a fairly decent front line here, I think. You know, oh, these guys are actually ranged as well. I hadn't even realised that. Though they're not particularly effective ranged. These guys are my real ranged monsters. For now, I'm just going to get a couple of these guys in. And then we are after 2 depth guard of pole arms, but to start with we'll just chuck 2 normal depth guard in. So 3 turns this will be ready.
No prey, no pay. Sails
We're
up.
going to sneak towards that island next. Then we're going to all head down here and have some fun. And keep my armies together for when we inevitably set off, when we get to level 1 on Infamy and inevitably get this last captain coming for us. These guys are going to pay. Actually, no, they're not the ones at war with me. It's the exiles. No, it's not the exiles. The exiles are at war with me, but they're on the other side of the world. I'm not sure. I think these guys went toward me. Anyway, I'm going to start raiding down here because that's what I do. You what? Okay, that's kind of terrifying. The vampires are rather powerful from the looks of it, guys. That's actually really quite terrifying. The fact that the Von Carsteins are there. That means they've managed to spread all the way up and the Empire is probably pretty much dead. I may want to try and stay friends with them if they're that powerful.
Fleet captain, reporting.
A true diplomat can hide much behind a
No,
silver
considered that
dwarf.
much more powerful than me.
Such insolence.
Avast!
That is very much
Sail
worth
away.
establishing a pirate cove.
Ahoy!
While it still exists.
Plotting a course.
Prepare your army to battle. Oh. What? Oh, I thought I was choosing to fight a battle. Derp.
Heave ho!
Swordfish!
I'm going to save so I can get the pirate cove, to be fair.
Serve for eternity.
Nope, saving so we can get the, To be fair, I could have done that, but, you know, you live and learn. The Empire still there. How have they got there? They must have taken territories around. Though then again, it does end up. The Empire just ends up a mess at the moment, so. But the fact Marienburg's making so much money is potentially good. Oh god, it's not the Empire. No, it's not the Empire's capital, so. The Empire's capital, if they've still got Altdorf, is probably still making more money than that, which is potentially good for me. But that'll make us 1,700 odd, so that's very worth capturing. As I said, it's not even the capital, but it... so...
Blood and hide and cower.
I didn't mean to do that.
Decline.
God damn it, George.
Blood and plunder. Slaughter the sheep. The seas are my domain.
Honestly, I'm not planning on hitting them much, honest. Mwah.
Sea dog. Master.
Yeah, we'll still be able to afford it after that.
Admiral of the fleet.
Not that, though. Can't believe I accidentally used my ability on Franz rather than establishing a pirate cove. That was derpy of me. Soon we will test out my shiny new army, guys. So Aranessa may have gone down, but she has come back much better than before. The issue is, certainly this army's got a few anti-large units, which I don't really have anything to deal with just now, but as I said, we do from this one, so we can always tweak things. that said, anti-large is beneficial, but you know, if you do lots of damage, you don't really need the anti-large. Right, first thing first, before I mess this up again.
Undead. We'll send a message.
I want 50% of the income.
Yes. Setting sail.
Sartosa's most infamous. Get them!
Come on. Of course they are.
My compass! Ah! The Sea Father calls. Pistol.
I'm going to fight this. I know it's an easy victory simply because I want to see my new units in action. I've also not seen the Necrofex with my graphics set up. Oh, it's a nice map. I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time. We do have a very interesting force here, so there's a few things I want to see how they work. Obviously, these guys are much closer range than a lot of my units. That said, I don't know if they'll keep shooting when they're engaged. They do have some good large units here. We'll see how all this goes. And Queen Bess is awesome, as you guys will see.
Holding action.
Something's a bit wrong on the map there. Oh, I didn't mean to select that as well. I hate the way they don't always set up how you set them. That's better. You guys can sit off to the flanks, ready to hit anything coming through. Anyway, let's start battle and position things that way. So we'll be able to position far more easily once we're going. Thing to remember, guys, is these guys can shoot and move. And these guys can form up behind.
Van Hell's wish.
Now! Go!
Start shooting the mammoth, please. Oh, yeah, this is the fun one. When she hits, she is very powerful. Come on! Oh! Oh, does it seem to not be as effective in water? Oh well, pull back, pull back, pull back. Hey, more attention! No, you can just keep shooting. You guys need to pull back, actually.
Aranessa! All right.
This is what happens when I don't pay attention, guys.
Lead captain!
Magic! Powers! It's on you!
Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, I can't afford that. You can just get your butt involved. Okay, we're now breaking them on that side. I really wasn't paying attention there. These guys do just look awesome. Let's get Queen Bess to stop shooting, because she's probably actually causing more damage. Oh, she's already not. That was how to not actually fight that battle, guys. I wasn't paying enough attention to my flanks. And I had my anti-infantry on my flanks rather than my anti-large. But I don't have any anti-large in here at the moment. So, yeah. I think Queen Bess did a job. 106 kills. Oh. Let's have a look. They didn't do too many kills. They were focusing on large units. They did reasonably. All these guys did okay. Again, we did okay. Queen Bess, though. Wow. They again ended up facing large. So, again, that was a particularly unimpressive battle. I said it's not a large... No, actually, we didn't kill a huge amount of their force. We just broke them. But we won, which is the key thing.
There'll be double rations on the ship this night. Aranessa Saltspite.
We've got a regiment of deck droppers.
Admiral of the fleet. Full speed ahead. Plotting a course.
Scales and salt. See Father guide.
Okay, you'll have to do that next turn. So that's always good. There's lots I want here. I'm a little worried because I've only got 10 points left. To be fair, my infantry can be replaced a lot more easily than my big units, so animated hulks, so not that fussed by that. Physical resistance for necrophects and melee defense. And rotting Prometheans and rotting Leviathans. That's going to be far more beneficial to me. Okay. Hey guys, this is where we're going to have to leave this one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There's a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter and my Patreon. Thank you very much for your time, guys.